Buenos dias, amigos. ¿Qué pasa? I was thinking while I was on this road, I am on 58 Delta. If you don't know what that is the toll road between Monterrey and Nuevo Laredo. And they added a new portion to the toll that takes you straight to the Colombia International Bridge. If you don't know what that is another U.S. crossing that you can take that is, I'm trying to get my bearings straight, I believe is east of Laredo. And it's a good option if you want to avoid all the bullshit waits on the bridge going into Laredo. If you have to go in Laredo, I'm sorry, unless you want to take that toll and double back, you probably would still save time. But if you don't need to stop in Laredo, if you're going to San Antonio like me, this is a perfect option. So I decided I would document this portion of the trip as I approach the exit and show you how it is if you've never gone this route. If you guys can see on here, we are approaching the new entry, Nuevo Laredo International Bridge. Nuevo Laredo Libre. This is the old route we used to, oh, there's the new road. Okay, this is the old route right here. Remember, they were working on this road. I had no idea that's what they were working on, and we are going to jump on this. So here on the left is the Libre. This is the free road, and then here you go. This is the first time that I've taken this route. 235 even has the freeway for the US 35 north or south. So here we go. We are on a brand new freeway. Good. Check this out. Nuevo Laredo. And you can tell this is a brand new road. This doesn't even look like it's been traveled on. And if you're wondering about security, yes, there's actually security here placed. Easy access to the freeway. Real quick point, just so you guys understand the route that we're taking. It's at 85. That might be into Laredo. That's pretty much the route that you take normally when you're coming from Monterrey. But the new toll, as you can see, circles completely around a good distance away from Laredo. The old route was on the outskirts of Laredo, and where that number 2 is the route that you would normally take, which was a pretty shady road, 2-lane, beat up because of the trucks. But just to show you on the map, the new route that takes you don't even get into Laredo. You're completely bypassing and going all the way around. I love Mexico. I know this happens in Texas, but I've seen it more often here than I ever have. I'm not going to film too much because I don't want them to think I'm some kind of spotter or some shit. But you can obviously see law enforcement is in front of us. So if you're concerned about security, this is the 3rd time I have seen patrols on this road. So plenty of security. I feel much better. I mean, I didn't feel any bad way being on this road, but I do feel more secure knowing that they are actively patrolling this road up and down the freeway. So I'm having an interesting drive because it was going well in terms of me hauling ass to get to the bridge, and I got stuck in the middle of a military convoy. And it's kind of funny because I don't know if you guys can see behind me, there's one military vehicle who told me to pass him, and then I got stuck between this one and there is what looks like a cargo truck and then another military vehicle, all 3 armed with soldiers. And I got between this vehicle in front of me and the cargo truck, and he started flashing his brights for me to get out of their way. So they obviously, whatever they're transporting, they want to keep eyes on it and don't want me in between it. The guy behind me, he's gotten pretty far behind me now. He doesn't care. But yeah, these guys, I don't know what they're transporting, but they obviously want to keep eyes on it and keep me from being in between them and the cargo truck. Okay, just to give you a quick update. If you look at the map, you see the direction that we're coming from. Oh shit, see a bunch of police. So I'm assuming this is a checkpoint. Wow, that was muy interesante. So I got stopped by the National Guard, and just a simple checkpoint, but again, and again, I didn't want to film anything because I don't want, to cause a ruckus or them thinking I'm suspicious in my activity. But if you guys are considering going this route, just know there's a shitload of security. So if you're doing something wrong, don't go this way. But it makes me feel a lot better. We have passed that little checkpoint. It's just a simple left here, and the international bridge is on that side. Okay, guys, this has been one interesting trip. So security is very high right now here in Tamaulipas. I just got stopped by the National Guard, and as I'm crossing over, about to hit the river, I got stopped again by I believe it's the Mexican military or the Marines, I don't know. But they were real cool, man, and you know, I'm nervous because my Spanish sucks. But lucky for me, the last two people I spoke to knew English, and they were super cool. Nobody was harassing me. You know, obviously I'm cooperating. I showed them my ID and explained to them that I'm from Saltillo. But yeah, security seems to be very high. They're stopped. My truck is going to get the attention, and to be honest with you, as I was when I saw the National Guard checkpoint, I was like, man, they're going to stop me. And they did. And then when I hit this point, they stopped me again. So this is the first time, and I don't lost count how many times I done traveled here. I'm gonna show you this, guy. If you've never been to the Columbia Bridge, by the way, they have done a lot of upgrades. They've improved the road significantly. If you're not familiar with the process, we're about to pay before we cross the bridge, cross the river. Trucks come here to get checked, and we're gonna get to this point here. We're gonna pay, I believe it's 35 pesos to cross. But real quick, I just wanted to mention that, and obviously they're doing some more improvements. They're putting more tolls over here. I'm guessing they're anticipating more traffic at some point, which is good because, like I said, going through Laredo is a nightmare with traffic being as crazy as it is. So we are about to cross the bridge. Again, if you guys have never taken this route, this is the Columbia International Bridge. I believe that's the name of it. Again, this is a good route to take if you don't plan or have no intentions of going through Laredo, which I clearly did not. You can see the rivers right here, the Rio Bravo / Rio Grande. And we are officially, as my Google should tell me, welcome to Texas, or welcome to the US. I guess it's not going to. Now we are officially in Estados Unidos. So now we are at the United States Border Inspection, Laredo, Texas. Again, if you've never been to this bridge, this is what it looks like. And I'm going to tell you guys, again, I want to remind you, this is the line. I've got 3 cars in front of me and 3 behind. The biggest line was the trucks that were coming over the bridge. And you can see the line is ridiculous going across. So, again, if you don't have any reason, I want you to look at me when I say this. If you have no reason to go into Laredo, you are doing yourself an injustice taking that route. It's out of the way. At times it feels shady, but I've done it enough to where I'm comfortable with it. There's no issue. This is the first time I took they said it was a toll. It's not even a toll. I guess you're paying for the access to get onto it, because if you take the free route, you don't have access. So technically speaking, I guess you are paying. But dude, it's so much easier to take that route. It is faster. As I said earlier, it sucks because you can't, it's a 2-lane, so you got to try and pass people. Like I said, there's no gas stations, there's no tire repair. And if you're driving at night, it's going to be pitch black. There's nowhere to stop. So just so you know, if you take that route, better have plenty of gas, spare tires, whatever you need to do to make sure you're not stranded out there. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting there for a minute. There's a huge, there's really nothing to stop at between when you first access it until you get off of it. Plenty of security. So if you're worried about security and safety, dude, I just got stopped. I was in the middle. I saw one convoy of policia. I was stuck in the Mexican military convoy, and I got stopped by the National Guard before I took a right. And then right before I crossed over the bridge, I got stopped again. So if you're looking for security, if you're worried about safety, you have little to worry about. So that's pretty much my video, man. I just wanted to document this and show you guys, for those of you who rarely drive and cross in and out of Mexico, or you were considering taking this route and you haven't. So that's my video. You guys have yourselves a good weekend. There you go. I am in the United States.